It's 9 o'clock. We'll start the committee meeting. Commissioner Stevens is unable to be here this morning, so I will preside. And we'll start by opening a prayer. Ms. Cater, would you please lead us in a prayer?
Dear God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for the blessings of letting us all join here together today. Lord, I pray for the commissioners, Lord, as they help set policy for our county. Father, I pray that you give them unity and wisdom. Let them walk in that wisdom in every decision they make, Father. Lord, I pray, Father, for Mona, whatever's going on there. I pray she be with Jimmy and just let him. Father, we pray healing, whatever's happening. We love you, God, and we just thank you for the blessing of this day. Thank you for the way that you have blessed us to even be here in this free country to be able to do the business of this county. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. All right. We'll start out with Mr. Boland. If you will, we have some very special guests here. If you will take that and run with it, we'll be ready to go.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. District 5 would report that we have nothing on, well, we do have something on IT. I take that back. We'll start with economic development. We have a project, 1902 Economic Development Project involving Coca-Cola. On behalf of the county, we have the county economic advisory here, and I'll ask him to come up and introduce a representative from Coca-Cola.
Good morning, everyone. What we've got before us is a proposed project by Coca-Cola Bottling Company United. Coke United has been here in Birmingham since 1902, so it's a long-standing existing company with more than 700 employees in the area. They are looking at constructing a new headquarters and distribution facility on what is the old Stockwell Barrel site in Birmingham. Many of you might know where that's at, but it's close to the airport. The site itself has a number of challenges, specifically related to the brownfield conditions of that site from previous uses. So Coke is facing a fairly significant infrastructure cost in getting that remediated. The project itself will create 50 new jobs, and I believe right now the capital investment sits at $335 million now. Okay. This has been a long-standing project. I was actually looking through some of my old notebooks the other day and found my original notes from July of 13 when we had our first meeting on this project. So you can see Coke has been dedicated to trying to find a way to make this site work, and they've been working on it for a very long time. At this point, I would like to introduce Hafiz with Coke. He'll come up and say a little bit about the project.
Good morning, President Pro Tem and Commissioners. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. My name is Hafiz Chandawala with Coca-Cola United. As Jeff mentioned, we've been working on this for some time now, but what I'd like to say is that the county has been at the table with us since day one, and with the package that you are looking at today and reviewing, you certainly have exceeded our expectations in terms of support for the brownfield, and we really appreciate that. It's a significant cost to redevelop this site, both in terms of brownfield remediation as well as geotechnical challenges on the site, given its prior use, and given our planned use, there's a significant amount of incremental cost associated with developing the site for in the city of Birmingham and in the Jefferson County and greater Birmingham area. So we do appreciate the support and thank you for that. A little bit of background, as Jeff said, we were founded in humble beginnings in 1902 by Crawford Johnson, and with one employee and one wheel. So we have we are now the third largest Coca-Cola bottler in the United States. We are the second largest privately held business in the state of Alabama. We plan to service the southeast markets with pride of our brands and our people, and we certainly want to continue to service the Birmingham area, the Jefferson County area, and this facility will support and stretch out to support our facilities in Oxford, in Coleman, and in Tuscaloosa. It will really have a regional impact for us, so thank you again for that support. We have over 770 associates in the area, and we are going to retain those in the city. We have 50 new jobs that we are proposing for this site, and we will look to continue to service our communities, provide support for our associates, provide job training. We have a process called Culture of Learning, where we are implementing certification of our associates at every level, and we will need, the new jobs will come from various departments. We have a CDL school on campus. We have other needs beyond CDL driving. We will have folks that need to work in our warehouse, folks in our office, sales jobs, merchandising roles, administrative roles, support roles, etc., throughout our organization that we will need to have job training for, as well as support for throughout the time that they have careers with Coke United. So we look forward to being here another 122 years, supporting this community, supporting the county, supporting the state, and really appreciate, on behalf of Coke United, all of our associates, our board of directors, we really appreciate the county, both you as individuals and as a commission, to support our efforts to develop this site. And I'll hand it off to Stan Lincoln, who's going to give you a little more detail about the site and specifics, the building, etc.
Mr. Shundwall, before you leave, could I ask any of the commissioners have any questions of this gentleman?
I want to hear more about the one employee and one you.
I'll send you a video.
That'd be great.
It's a really great story. 1902, borrowed $12,000, bought the Birmingham franchise. Mr. Johnson relocated his family from Chattanooga to Birmingham, had one employee and a mule named Burr, and got started bottling Coca-Cola in Birmingham.
Wow.
And here we are 122 years later, standing on his shoulders and everybody that came before us, and we certainly want to set this up for the next 122 years, and we think this corporate campus, regional campus, will support that.
You've got a wonderful place, and it's going to be out there at the exit that you take to go to the airport, so everybody will see Coca-Cola once this is done.
It's, I would say that we would view this as a gateway project. So coming in from the airport to downtown, you'll see it on the left-hand side. Coming to the airport from downtown, you'll see it on the right-hand side. The elevation of the property will be such that, and the building itself will be such that it will be very visible from the interstate, as well as when you're flying into the airport or out of the airport.
You got a beautiful park right across the roadway from where you'll be.
We do. Pat Park.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Beautiful park. Certainly hope to partner with folks that are taking care of that park to provide additional support around that area.
You think Coca-Cola would ever have any kind of museum or anything out there for children, the ones that might be in the park, and come over there to find out about the industry?
You know, we'd love to have that opportunity. Certainly, our plans will evolve over time. So to the extent that we can incorporate something like that, we'd love to. I don't know that we have that in our plans today, but we'll certainly take that into consideration. We will have, Stan will talk about this, we'll have a verticue system in the warehouse, which will be a semi-automated picking system that will support our warehouse operations and allow us to elevate the warehouse associates to higher level skill sets in doing the work that is done in a traditional warehouse. Today, you have to manually pick and order and stack it on a pallet to then be loaded on the truck. So you think about all the manual vending and lifting of heavy beverage products to be loaded out every day. This verticue system, which we've implemented in other markets in the Southeast, will allow for a lot of that to be semi-automated in a way that will allow our associates to oversee the process rather than having to be as physically involved in the process. So we'll be able to upskill our staff to address the needs of the equipment and the machinery rather than having to do so much physical labor, which will be good as well. So it's a good opportunity for them to learn new skills. That's good.
One last question. Are you really as nice as you seem like you are?
Well, you can tell the group.
No, my wife can. I vividly remember the day 20 years ago when I walked out in my front yard and my wife said, you know, why can't you be as nice as Hafiz?
I was going to say that I'm really excited about the footprint that you all are doing. I think back to when Ammons was here, and initially the concern was being landlocked and not having the ability to maybe even stay here. And look at where you are today. And so when I saw the excavation of all of that land going backward, and obviously I can see it going to 10th Avenue North, and the community is excited, everybody is excited. The more important part is that we as the governmental component, that we are doing what we need to do to ensure that it's successful. No project is a project except it's properly funded. And so you all have stepped up. I'm glad that you mentioned that about the museum. One of the things that I talked to Mike Succo about, which is perfect for Mike to be in the position that he's in, that which he's willing to do, is have some of our workforce development coming through the Coca-Cola plants and tying in maybe Jefferson State Community College, putting those things together. And more importantly, having our students to be able to tour over in the Atlanta bottling company, or Coke United, so that they can have the opportunity to see all of the different technology that you all are now utilizing in order to get your product out faster. So I think this is wonderful. This is great. And I want it to be duly noted that this commission has been very proactive, not reactive, but proactive in making sure that projects such as this are funded to the degree that it warrants. So $2 million to offset some of your construction costs. I think that's good, and I'm glad all of us as governmental entities have come together to support what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's a great day.
It is. Thank you very much.
Yep, you're very welcome. Thank you. Always.
Thank you, sir. And you have others that may
Yeah,
speak.
absolutely. Stan will give you a little more detail about the site and the building. He's going to build it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hafiz is a very nice guy till the time you ask him for $337 million. So it has been a while on this journey, and as Hafiz said, Jefferson County has been with us all the way. The site is 105 acres approximately, and Hafiz mentioned it's a brownfield site. It's been enrolled in the voluntary cleanup plan with ADEM. All of those I's have been dotted and T's crossed, and there is structural challenges in the soil and such, but Coke United, as Hafiz said, has been here 122 years. We plan to be here more, so that investment was made to stay in this facility. It gives us room to grow. And Hafiz also said you'll be able to see it from the interstate and from the air.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be a beautiful gateway into the city. The facilities on site will be 6 buildings, a total of 532,000 square feet. The most remarkable will be the office building portion, which is 150,000 square feet. And then the warehouse is 300,000 square feet. Then there'll be some auxiliary buildings for fleet and vending, our classic food operation, and then a gate and a security. So it will be, 532,000 square feet is a lot. The warehouse, as Hafiz said, will be equipped with what's called a verticue system. It's an order building system, semi-automatic. It's the latest technology in warehouse and picking. It not only takes a lot of the labor away from our associates and what they're doing, vending and picking and riding pallet jacks in the warehouse, but it also provides a better order for our customers because there's more accuracy. Our customers are happy. Our associates are happy because They're not doing that 100% manual work. It's not easy. Even with the semi-automatic, it's not easy. But it gives some relief. But it also gives, as was mentioned, it gives more opportunity for progress within the warehouse operation itself. It's not just a pallet jack. Now you're interfacing with computers and technology of how this system operates and software and things like that. So it gives a path even within the warehouse for our associates in case they don't want to go up into through other areas of our business. So $337 million. It's a lot, but it's good for Coke United. I believe it'd be a good gateway, as Coffee said, for the city and the entrance coming in or out. So we're excited about it.
Any questions? One question I had, how many acres of brownfield are y'all remediating?
105.
105. Have you ever seen browner brownfield than they had as a result of the foundry we had out there for many decades?
I have not. So some of our engineers who come from Concord, New Hampshire, and Shoal Engineering, who's fantastic partners at Bate in town, the things that we are dealing with without the team we have gathered, and I mean us in this room and everything. David Whitliff is one of the guys who's done work all over the world, and we sit down and talk a lot. Without this team, this project would be near impossible. Yeah. But with this team, as complex as it is, nobody can stop us. So we thank you very much for what you all have done and help us be a part of it for the next 122 years.
We thank y'all for improving the brownfield out there and being an asset, a true asset for another century for Jefferson County. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ready to call for the question?
Unless there's someone else.
Well, I think it's interesting. I think stock and valve been around since the early 1900s too. So it's about the same time I guess Coca-Cola started. So that's interesting that they got sold and they closed the facility and it sat desolate for
a long time,
a while. Mm-hmm. And so now you guys are going to be bringing it back to life, and that's an awesome thing.
And it's a number of public officials used to work out there and judges. Emmer Anthony used to work out there. Roger Smith, my ex-husband.
Macy's daddy worked there, so.
But you all probably want to go by there and see it. I mean, it's beautiful. Just going toward the airport, and you look over to the right hand side, and it's like it's coming, and it is.
How nice it is for all those people that live out there.
Oh, no question. We're grateful. We're grateful. Yeah, it's going to be very transformative. They do have a long-term plan. I don't want to say too much of what you got going in the future, but they're partnering even, I think, possibly with UAB with some things that they're going to be bringing for the community. I mean, I think that not only is this taxpayers' dollars at work, the partnership where people can be able to see tangibles. That's the main thing. The community want to know, do you care? Not just do business with us. Do you care enough to invest in us? And I think that's what the Kingston community has already been privy to. And they were just waiting on all this to come together. And so now it's together.
Well said.
You ready to call for the question?
Mr. Chairman, I move the item.
Second.
All right. Have a motion and a second. All in favor, please call. Tell us to say
Aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passed. Gentlemen, we welcome y'all to stay.
One step closer. One step closer. Thank you. Hey, you'll see it again. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. It's hard.
Bye, Landon.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Go to your next one. Come on, I gotta go. I got something to do.
You gotta go?
Yeah. You go next.
We'll switch.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, that's a good way to get the day started and the county started.
Yeah,
Makes you feel good. Next item I have is from information technology. Is someone here from Information Tech?
I move that.
Second.
All, motion second, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So it passes. And there's one community grant I have for breast cancer research
Move the
foundation
item.
development. Any second? All right, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Thank you, sir, and that takes care of District 5.
All right.
You gonna do Jim? You,
No, he's going to do it. You want to go ahead? Since District 1 ain't in here.
Community Development and Health Services Committee. I will skip all the way down to the Department of Community Service with Bertrand Young.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have 3 items for your consideration today. The first 2 are community grants through our CDBG program for pathways, and the third being a construction project for a Rosedale. That is a sidewalk project that was approved through CDBG, so we can start construction on it.
I move 1, 2, 3.
Second.
Then first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we have something from the salary increase for the district attorney in the cutoff.
You worked on it?
What? Yeah. I move it.
Second?
Then first and second, all in favor.
That's the same thing that the
Yeah,
guy,
that-
DA in
yeah.
Birmingham,
That we
starting
did
the
from
same
our
time.
Yeah, we just didn't do it for that.
We got Lenise in there.
Then first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the other is a new hire for Danny Carr's office.
Second?
And first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 2 has passed. Okay, Wayne Rogers from the sheriff is representing the sheriff's office.
Yes, there's, Commissioners, just want to let y'all know that we've just redone the UAB contract that was just up for renewal, but there's one very important development I want to mention to y'all. Previously, we've only had a contract with UAB downtown Birmingham, so the Bessemer Division, we've had to have deputies or ambulances bring folks from the jail all the way to Birmingham. It's about, even in a deputy car, even in an ambulance, it's about 20 minutes. So that takes deputy time away, we have to pay ambulances more. This contract changes that so that the Bessemer Division now uses UAB West Hospital rather than the downtown hospital. It should be a great development for our folks in Bessemer. Our Bessemer deputies are very excited about it because it's about a 6 or 7 minute drive instead of the 20-minute drive that they've had before. So that's the biggest change in this contract. Otherwise, cost structure is still the same. Everything's still the same. As y'all know, basically everyone we have to take outside the jail goes to UAB, and that's what this contract does, keeps that in place. But the main thing is we're making the Bessemer Division folks go to UAB West now. So any other questions about that, Ladina?
Is there a price increase because of the addition of UAB West?
There is not.
Okay, good.
Thank goodness.
All right, move the item.
Second?
Acknowledgement.
Even though it's for acknowledgement only.
Yeah.
First and second, all in favor, say aye. Anything come from him is bad.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. That one right. Okay. I have 2 community grants.
Move items 1 and 2.
Second.
And first and second, my community grants. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
That's the end of my report.
Skills?
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Pro Tem, Public Works, Community Services, and Intergovernmental Relations Committee. No items under Board of Equalization. 1 item under Environmental Services. Do we have any questions as relates to this specific item? These are dealing with Sandusky and Vulcan PS upgrades. Any questions as relates to that?
Move the item.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. No items under General Retirement, Human Resources, Compliance, Personnel Board, and we have one item of new business. Mr. Pro Tem, at this time, is it possible I can present it, or how would you like to proceed?
Yeah, you may present.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pro
Do I
Tem.
have a motion for item of new business
Move
consideration?
for item of new business consideration. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded, although, I'm sorry, go ahead, dude. You're supposed to be careful.
I know you get started, it's hard to stop.
No, stop.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Okay, so this item of new business is about Penny Foundation. We already have an existing contract with them, and so this item is to increase their amount for their programming that they are providing. If we have any questions, you all can answer it, but we've already had a contract previously approved. We're just increasing the amount. Sure, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
What'd she say?
She wanted some paper. She wanted to see it.
Because I didn't have any paperwork.
Okay.
We already
So,
have-
and the funding source is our district funds.
It's for $200,000.
Yes, ma'am.
And the source of those funds is,
Is our district funds. Yes, sir.
and we already have a contract with this.
And not only do we already have a contract, we wanted to make sure that it went through the system properly. And so at the time, the county manager's office had already sent out the agenda, and because it had already been amended or corrected, we had to wait until today because of the fact that it had already been printed and submitted.
This is for, I think it says cultural HBCU.
The services that they are already providing.
Okay.
And then, of course, our attorney, Ms. Shauna Smith, has been working with us on it, and
Well, that gives me pause.
stop it.
All right. So, do we have a motion for adoption of the item?
Move the item.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Carried to the agenda.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That concludes your report.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Bowles,
Thank
would
you.
you do Mr. Stevens' agenda for us, please?
All right, for Commission President Stevens, and acting on his behalf, he has presented 13 items from Roads and Transportation. We have their head person here to answer any questions. Anyone on the commission have any?
I move 1 through 13.
Second?
And I have a little bit of a question,
Okay.
but I can answer it offline. So, we're good.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Commission President has 8 claims on behalf of the county attorney, claims against the couny.
Go back to 13. Go back to 13.
I think the county attorney wants to pull item 2 of those 8. So I'll move 1 through 8 with pulling 2.
On,
All right.
on what?
Second?
County attorneys?
Oh, county attorney.
Yeah, we're pulling item 2 per request of the county attorney's office.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a motion and a second?
All right. You ready? You gonna carry? You can carry the vote.
Did that vote?
No, I got a motion and a second. I'm sorry, I thought you might
Okay,
have
I'm sorry.
to. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, next, Commission President has manager, 4 items.
And we would like to pull item 2.
All right,
I move 1 through 4, pulling item 2.
Second, but I do have a question. Cal, what exactly, it seems as though, tell me a little bit about this anti-violence program. If you don't know, I don't want to put you on the
I don't know.
spot.
I'd have to get the district attorney maybe to give me some information. I can email you though, following the meeting.
So what was the funds that were applied
Commissioner,
for?
it was to support the victim advocates and another program called Reset for the DA's office.
Okay.
And there's no additional funds, just extending the time frame.
No, I get it. Tell me a little bit about the reset program.
Victim Services, which is a department within our office, you know, any person affected with crime in the system goes through that department to have assistance with either all sorts of things. Just the court system is really, they're the ones holding the hand of that victim through the court system to help them navigate it, because, you know, just the average lay person or citizen, you know, if you're unaffected by the court system, it's very overwhelming. So they're there as their advocate to take them to court to offer resources and what have you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you for educating me.
All right.
You already moved in second.
We have a motion and a second.
You ready to carry?
Second.
We already
We
carried?
voted.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Already voted. Okay.
Okay.
No, nothing from the Public Information Office. Commission President Stevens has 4 community grants. Any questions about those?
Nope, move items 1 through 4.
Got a motion?
I do have a question here. We'll come back to it if I may. Yeah,
Certainly.
we got 1 through 4 moved on the other report.
Yeah.
Aye.
We have a second.
Oh, I say second.
Second. Okay. All in favor, please signify by
Aye.
saying aye. All opposed?
Going back up to the county manager, Mr. Chairman, on item 3, it's amendment to resolution for incentives for proposed farm center and Hallmark District, and our guests are here from Hallmark, but that should read resolution to amend deadline to secure funding in the amount of $80 million by May 31st. Is that still a good date?
It did.
$80 million by November. Yeah.
Let me ask. Of course, it has nothing to do with this resolution, but it does have something to do with that Hallmark district.
Okay, can we make the correction first?
Okay.
And then we'll, if that's okay, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Well, we passed this, but we just need to make that additional change.
All right.
So I make a motion to make the change.
Second?
All right, we have a motion and a second to amend item 3. Any questions? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you.
Yes, sir, thank you. And that will be all for Commission President Stevens.
I think she had a question.
I got a
Oh, I'm sorry.
question about the bill that was passed on the board appointments. What did they find? Because I know they made some changes in the state.
They made several changes
Yeah,
several times.
but why the correct bill never came back to us? Because they added some board members, or took some people had appointments that didn't add. It was some changes made because I was listening to
One's by the governor.
See, I
and I can't remember exactly.
Can we get it? Because they never did send it to us.
I'll send y'all a copy.
Yeah.
But if they changed this, why we never get a copy of it when they change it? I'm just saying, if it goes down there, we sent it down that one way, and if it's coming back another way, we didn't get
A
it.
lot of
Well,
us
there's
need to
a
make
lot
sure
of
that we
things
have a
happen
copy.
in the legislature where,
Because they changed it a couple of times.
right, it
Yeah.
went back and forth.
Yeah,
That was
I know
kind of
5 or
a
6
sticking
times.
point at one time, so, but the final version is what it is, and it passed.
Okay.
And we got it, we'll get it to you.
Okay. Because this will be ran similar to the Civic Center, right?
Ran similar to.
I'm talking about like the Civic Center board.
I think that's kind of not
Yeah,
exactly apples and apples. I think it's apples and oranges.
Because the
This is
Civic Center
specific.
Board is appointments by, some are elected and some are appointed.
Right.
Based upon elected officials, but as I understood it, the final version that passed regarding this property was that I think that even the Senate or whatever one, the state wanted to have representation basically
Right.
on this property.
It was the governor wanted to have some, and then some colleges they appointed.
Yeah, the HBCU,
HBCUs and-
Dean of Agriculture.
It was about 5 changes.
Yeah, I think there's 7 board members.
Yeah, it just
But we do have representation.
Yeah,
Last
the
I saw,
commission
we-
gets.
they might have cut that out and we didn't know it. Cause I'm talking about because it's not where we can see it. It was just changed. And if I hadn't been listening to the meeting, I wouldn't have known that. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so.
I would like a copy.
Y'all have a copy, we just forwarded to you. So
All right.
the latest passed bill.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, you just got it.
Thank the county manager, and I think this Commissioner Knight too. This is a really big thing for Jefferson County, and it's almost
Yeah, we're embarking on a lot of big projects.
right, not right. This one was getting close to dying in the legislature, so I know you were the head of the County Commission Association. You helped to shepherd it through the legislature, and my appreciation to you, Commissioner
Well, it's
Knight.
very important to Jefferson County, and I think all our delegation realized that. And Shay Shelnut, Rhoda Smitherman, they all went to bat for us, and it was a good thing. And you know, even Mary Moore was out there touting it. So
Good deal.
my buddy Mary.
And Commissioner Knight, thank you, and I guess the Hallmark Cooperative Guiding District has gotten the master plan architect from Oklahoma that does these things, and we met with them 2 full days last week, and they really know what they're doing. They got a great vision, and they're putting it together on paper now. It's going to be great for families and kids of all over the state. I'm super excited as well, but thank you for getting that
It's
done.
going to be an entertainment piece if we do it right.
Oh, well, they're going to do it right. And it's going to be,
You know what I mean.
it's going to be
Do it
great.
right.
And
Everybody's gotta find the money.
it'll be jobs. It'll be, yeah.
Yeah, when I say right, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm talking figuratively.
In Jefferson, North Jefferson, it'll be good for them because the economic development that'll come around it. Be a great educational opportunity for all the kids in Jefferson County that they can go and tour. And so we're excited about it. We're ready to go. And we're, you know,
We making money off of it, ain't we?
Huh?
We making money off of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, Kevin, so I think it would be great, especially being that we are talking about the funding of 2 major projects. Obviously, you know, with Coca-Cola being the largest, Jeff and I were talking about, where's he gone? So Jeff and I were talking about the largest development that we've had in the county. And then here you have this Hallmark piece. Nobody tells your story. You have to tell your own story. So I'm asking if you can direct Ms. Helen, who does amazing work, if we can make sure that we're getting the word out there in terms of our level of commitment. It's one thing when these projects request money. It's another when we're delivering taxpayers' money back to them in a way that they can see it. So if we tell our story as soon as possible today, then that would be great. Yeah, that's the soundbite, because at the end of the day, you know, that's all that you're going to get when it comes from media, and that's what we do. But nevertheless, we tell our own story. And eventually, I'd love to see from your office an overall plan of some of the things that the county has engaged in, you know, over the past year or two to show, you know, where we've been, what we've done. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's how, you know, I still say we didn't get the publicity we should have gotten with the refinancing of those bonds, because at that time our brother Nick Saban decided that he was going home. So nobody really cared about the sewer bonds at that point, right? But they care now. So I think that would be great, you know, for us to put something together collectively. I think, you know, the commission and your office and staff have been really doing a superb job, and it's our job to tell the story.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am, we'll get that.
And then, this farm center has, how they said that this Coca-Cola project's been in the works for
Yeah,
years.
it's been for
So has this farm
years.
center. And it's been a lot of work done on that. And then COVID hit, and that kind of delayed and some other couple of obstacles. But now it's going to be here. We were one of the 4 finalists for the selection of the site, and we were chosen, and we're going to make it happen.
I know Steve Ammons happy.
Steve Adams probably is happy.
Yeah.
Very happy.
As far as, he was early on, he was,
Yeah.
involved with Hallmark, and so, and it's exciting, as Cal said, that, basically we're a masterpiece. The Hallmark now is kind of a canvas, and what we're trying to do and what we're going to do is create a masterpiece out of that, or have one of the best farm centers in the country. When we're done.
I was going to say too, Cal, I think it would behoove us, considering this project, if we partnered with Dr. Gonsolin with our school board and get these children bused out there and give them that opportunity. And Dr. Gonsolin is open to doing some unconventional things in order to make our children more exposed. And I think too, especially over there in your area, even our baccalaureate program. I'm really excited about that, and we hadn't talked about it, Joe.
It's
An international baccalaureate
It's
program. I am
starting,
so
it's
excited
starting
about
to be
it.
built.
Yeah.
And it's right down the street, so, and
And
that's-
imagine what that's going to do in Fultondale. The property values are going to skyrocket over there. That's why I'm saying about us busing our children over there, giving them that experience to go to that Hallmark farm.
Well, that'll be down the road, and we're certainly going to have many opportunities out there for many people to come and visit and participate. And, it'll be something that we can all be proud of. And, that iconic site as you're going on 65, it'll be boom, right there. And like I said, and the Alpha and others have taken their time, because sometimes you build things and you go, oh man, we should have put this there, this there. But that's why we've got these professionals in here to say, hey, this is our plan, this is how it should look, this is how it's going to work. And so it's been a deliberate process, and very proud. And we have Matt and Deborah here from Hallmark. From Farm Center, y'all want to say anything?
Yeah, I'm Matthew Durden with Alpha. I just appreciate this commission's support, all the work that's going in behind the scenes for the last little over a year now since we chose this properties. And so, it's an exciting project, but it's a project for the state. That's what we keep saying. It's a statewide project that's just going to be located in Jefferson County, and appreciate the county support, the state support. And we're continuing to work with our corporate partners as well on finalizing this piece. But thank you, Commissioner Knight, for signing the populous contract and having those people here last week.
Yeah, that's the cooperative district did that. We thought that would be a very good investment, and so and it's going to pay off. So
There's not a prettier piece of land in the state than out there in Hallmark Farms.
that's right. All right.
I have one more item too, Mr. Chairman.
Well,
Go ahead.
you got to wait to the end, man. All right, finance, Ms. Dixon.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have 7 items under finance: our unusual demand report, our encumbrance report, purchasing agenda report, and purchasing exception report. Do you have any questions on any of those items?
Do you have a motion?
Move the items. I'm sorry.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Under Budget Management Office, we have our multiple staff development, individual staff development, and information items.
Do you have a motion?
Move that. Okay. Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Board of Registrars, we have a precinct location change at Miles College. We're going from the gymnasium to the French Activity Center, and this is due to the basketball schedule so that there's no interference. So do I have a motion on
Move the
that?
item.
Have a motion.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
And second, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Don't have anything under,
Move items 1 through 4 under other business.
all right, have a motion.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, one item that we're going to have a presentation, Thursday, we're going to have the Trustful girls softball team in, and they just won the state championship again. So we're going to have them come down and recognize them at our meeting on Thursday. General Services, I want to just say thank you again for the Center Point Courthouse break room for the employees. It's really nice, and they really appreciate it. So, all right, that completes my report. Anything else? You have something else?
Yes, sir. I have one more
I
item.
didn't get a chance to vote on that last item.
Do what?
I wanted to vote on that. I had an emergency call.
You wanted to vote on, you have a question?
On Rick Wood.
Okay. And let me just explain what that is we did the amendment to the contingency funds allocation. We initially had Rick Wood at 100, Museum at 90, and Litter at 3,300. And what we've done is, on Rick Wood, instead of 100, it's going to be 250, because we had all agreed to give something from our community funds, but instead of doing that, we're going to just do 250 to Rick Wood. And there's another item that Cal needs for holistic operation of the county software, and that's what we're going to allocate the rest of the funds in that contingency fund for, and then the contingency fund money that we put in it will be depleted. So.
Let me answer this question. Okay. So, basically all we have is 400 plus remaining. Is that what I'm hearing?
Remaining?
I'm talking
there's
from the last time we went in.
387.37.
Mm-hmm, so the 387.37 as well.
Correct. Okay. Any other questions? All right, you have an item of new business.
I do.
Another item of new business.
Yeah, I do. Yes, sir. I always accept items of new business too. Thank you. You're so kind. All right, so this item here is for Juneteenth because of the time sensitivity of it. Again, I want to remind everyone that it has gone through the system and it did not make the agenda. So basically, in short, that's what it is. Oh, here it is, Sean.
Refuge in troubled times? Is that
Yeah.
RIT?
Which we've already passed something similar from District 2. But the bottom line is that they had an ask, and so we wanted to make sure. And we have provided you that everything has been checked off. So this is not a new organization to the county.
What do they do?
Well, basically, they're going to be putting on the Juneteenth festival. Is Juneteenth?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, you got it.
So this is a festival.
And, it's an educational enrichment
Okay.
program. And if you have any questions, Sean will look at you.
No. All right. Is there a motion?
Move
I
item.
have a motion for item of new business. Have a
Second.
motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Move that.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Well, anybody else got anything to come before the commission this morning at this time? If not, forever
Announce-
hold your peace. What you got?
Just
What announcement?
letting everyone know that Spotlight Jefferson County will start tomorrow, 7 o'clock, WJLD, 94.1 FM.
Say that again.
94.1 FM.
And this is Spotlight Jefferson County?
Spotlight Jefferson.
Who's our first guest?
Bertram and Miss Williams. And Janice Williams. And I want to just thank my office and the commissioners for approving this, and this is being funded out of District 2 community funds.
All right. So what time did you say?
7 o'clock, 7 to 8.
All right. Anything else?
Just as information, Commissioner, another bill was passed that separates the Board of Equalization from the appraisal department. So we'll be coming back to you all to update how that board's set up in the near future with Shauna's help and that kind of thing.
And Ms. Knight will be going as the department head of the appraiser.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll have to figure out how we're going to do the new board. And because there's certain qualifications under the new law.
Right.
And when will we need to be doing that? I'll let you know. Okay. Anything else? All right, this meeting is adjourned. Yeah, we already had a motion. You didn't hear
Hey, buddy, you doing good? Take care.
I don't have to go to one because I thought I had to go get some liquor. I think they said.